Python programming tutorial. Today we'll be discussing the following topics: arbitrary arguments, keyword arguments, arbitrary keyword arguments, and then setting default value. So let's begin with the first one. In a function, when number of arguments are not known, we can set our number of arguments to be arbitrary. This we can do by adding asterisk in front of the parameter name. The arguments will be taken as a tuple in the function. So let's create an arbitrary argument and then pass it in the function. Let's create a function now, giving my keyword def, my class as the name of the function, and inside this I am adding asterisk and then writing the name of the argument. Do not forget your colons. Here I am mentioning 3 as the index or the number where my third name belongs to. Add plus here and then write whatever is to be printed along with the name. I write here belongs to this class and I close it. Now coming out of the function, I write here, I call my function inside that I will add in the values, that is the names, all the names are to be separated with comma, and let's see what we get as an answer. So when we start here 0, 1, 2 and 3, the third one was J and we get J belongs to this class. So this is how you will be printing arbitrary argument when you are not known about the specific number of arguments here. Now coming on to the keyword arguments, they are used in order to provide a key to whatever number of arguments that you're passing. Also, keyword arguments are also referred as KW represents keyword and ARGS arguments, args, the way we specify number of arguments in arbitrary argument as asterisk args. Here we represent them as KW and args. Now let's create a function. I will create a function by defining my class as a function, and inside this, now instead of writing asterisk name, I will write here name 1, name 2 and name 3, and giving colon, then print name 1 plus, then we write here belongs to this class and close the parenthesis, and moving out of the function, we will now call our function here. Now substituting the values, I'm just writing random numbers, and these are the random values that I've added. Now let's see what it gives us. Now the first one that we took was ABC, so ABC belongs to this class. This is how we'll be adding keyword arguments into our function. Now let's move on to arbitrary keyword arguments. Arbitrary keyword arguments are used or are passed into the function when the number of keyword arguments are not known, and here we add two asterisks in front of KWRs, that is keyword arguments, and they are received in the form of dictionary by the function. So let's create again a program for this, defining my class as my function and then giving two asterisks and giving the name of the parameter, that is student name, giving colon and whatever print statement that you want to give. I'll be writing here then giving here student name, and inside that I'll be giving that I want to print f name. Mind you, I've not yet declared my f name. That I'll be doing when I will start calling my function. So here I'm just writing f name. Moving out of my function, I write here, I start calling it, and now here I will mention f name and probably l name. So f name is equal to whatever you want to give, and again separating the two arguments and the values with a comma and whatever you want to write. Let's print this, and here I get my name is Jay because I wanted to print the first name. If I had written L name here, so I would have got the other name. So this is how you will be using arbitrary keyword arguments. Now moving on to setting default value. What is setting default value? Whenever we start a function, we can set a default value for a list, and then we can add more of the values when we are calling the function. So let's see an example for this as well. Don't forget the colon. Every time I'll keep on reminding you this, and then giving my print statements. It's time for, and then plus subject, whatever subject that you'll be writing, and I close it here, coming out of my function. Now I can call whatever subject I want it to print. By default it will keep computers, and how to call by default value, that I'll also tell you. First I will add here subject as science, suppose, and it's time for science. And if I want to call the default value, I will just give blank parenthesis, and it gets me the default value, that is it's time for computers. And this is how you can set default value. This is it for the class. I hope you've understood Thank you for watching.